Okay, someone records the age of each person entering his village shop one day. Nobody entering his shop was over 100. The histogram summarizes data. Well, as soon as I see the word histogram, I always write down that the area equals the frequency. And then to work out the area of a bar, you do the width times the height. And that equals the frequency. So that's the first bit. 84 people enter his shop that day. Okay, I've got to draw between 60 and 100, so they've done some of it, and I know that all of them, so the A, if I call it B, C, and D, all of those and the one here, they must add up to 84 together. So I want to know how many A is. And A is the frequency, and so it's the frequency is the width times the height. So that's 20 times by 0.5. That equals 10 people. B, the width of that one now, that is 10 wide, so it's 10 times by 1.1, which is 11 people. C, that's also 10 wide, times how high is that? That's 1.9, so that's 19. And finally D equals, this one is 20 wide, times by 1, so that's 20. And I've added them up, that's 30, 40, 50, 60. That comes to 60. So E will be 24. So I need to do 24. I now need to find the height. So if I want to find the height, take it from this one here. The height equals the frequency divided by the width. In which case here we've got the frequency we just worked out as 24. And divide by the width, that's 40. So 24 divided by 40, that's 0.6. So it's going to be 0.6, which is there. And so that's where it will be. That will be our E. Don't have to label it, but it just makes it easier to see what you're doing. That's good. And then it says the average age in the UK was 40. And the mean age of Simon's sample is 47.1. And he concludes that people in his village are older on average than those in the UK. Well, it looks like it, but it's how reliable is the conclusion? Well, not really, because they just looked at the people entering his village shop one day. So it's not very at all, not very reliable. And it's not very reliable. It's not a random sample. It's very possible that people going into a village shop will be older than usual, and you may not get very many children there. That said, you may get a lot of children. But anyhow, it's not a random sample, and you could say it's also a small sample size. But it's only got one mark, so you don't really need all that. You can't just say not very reliable. You have to get a reason behind it. And that's 12 done.